This fabric or fiber or material is actually water soluble, which means that when it's wet it will dissolve. Decide what it is you're going to make and what size you want it to be. So let's say you want to make a small square of a collage of fabric that you're going to applique on the back of a blazer or jacket that you have that you want to just give it a new life. Okay, there I have my two 12-inch squares. I'm going to take one of them, set it aside, and I'm going to take the other one and put it here for the patch that's going to go on the back. Now, we want the patch that's going on the back not to have defined edges, but to rather kind of spill off of the patch. So I'm going to start by taking some pieces that I have of lace. This lace was salvaged from a curtain. It's cotton English lace, and I'm just going to throw it down on my single layer of rinse away. Then I'm going to take some linen. Actually, this is the salvages from this outfit that I'm wearing, and I'm just going to take and place those randomly throughout this piece. I'm going to keep layering like a salad, like a lasagna, the pieces that are going to go to make up this thing, and I want it to be interesting, and I don't want it to be too perfect. So now it's time to take a layer of the water-soluble solution and put it on top of the salad that you've made and start pinning. I like to put pins about every 2 inches apart, depending on what it takes to capture all the bits and pieces inside, to make sure that when you pick it up to go take it over to the sewing machine that nothing falls out. Now we're ready to start stitching this together. It's really important to have a Teflon foot. Most machines come with it looks like white plastic. That prevents the foot from catching and pushing on the film. Remember, the stitches do not have to be perfect. In fact, I think it looks even better if they're not perfect, because then it's clear that it was made by somebody rather than by a machine. Don't worry if your rows of stitches aren't exactly a uniform width apart. Most important thing is to make sure that you catch all the pieces in there with your thread. If you come to a spot that you see is needing to be stitched, you can just sew over there and fill in that spot. Okay, it's all done. Now we're ready for the next step. Okay, now we're just dipping it in water. So the material that's holding it all together is going to disappear and dissolve. Rinse, squeeze, rinse again. Make sure it's all gone. We'll let it dry. Gorgeous. And here's the result. I've appliqued this on the back of a hoodie. Here's a part of a silk scarf I've combined with some yarn and sequins and different textures. This is gorgeous. This is all combinations of silk chiffon, threw some sequins in there. Oh, I just love this piece. There are so many possibilities using this technique. It's really fun. It is very creative. There's really no limit except your imagination. I'm going to be posting more techniques on YouTube, or you can check out my website, lindalundstrom.ca, and go to my workshops, because I also do private workshops right here in my studio.